Hi guys, and how are you? How are you spending your week? I hope that you are having a very good and very productive week. It would be very nice to hear that from you. And welcome back. Today we will discuss about the refined sugar, and its substitute. So welcome to the second episode of healthy baking. For the ones that do not know me, my name is Raluca Negria, and I'm promoting healthy baking. I'm a baker myself. Let me tell you a little bit what I understand through healthy baking, in case you don't know me and my work. Healthy baking, in my opinion, means products that are made with natural ingredients, biological and ecological ingredients, which are healthy and really good for you, that give you energy and not only empty calories in the end. That is what it's important. Products that also are good for people who have food allergies, food intolerance, diabetes, or other health-related issues, because not everybody can eat anything they want. Some people do have food restrictions, and as much as hard that can be, the thing is there is a solution for everything. So even if you have food restrictions and you cannot eat literally whatever you want, that would be amazing. There are still things that you can do about it and still have a very nice and tasty diet. So that is a big description of what healthy baking means for me. So basically healthy cakes, but also very tasty and very, very nice, nicely decorated. So it started because of my health issues. I have allergies, I have food allergies. I cannot eat wheat flour, I cannot eat eggs, and I cannot eat peanuts or any kind of peanuts that come through the same family. So that made me look for options, because from the moment that I found out that I'm allergic to these things, I couldn't eat the traditional baking products anymore. I couldn't eat croissants, I couldn't eat tarts, I couldn't eat anything made with eggs and with wheat flour, of course. So then I had to look for options and change my whole diet, change the whole way I was eating, because if you think about it, all the products contain either wheat flour or eggs. Everything that you buy from the store would have these kind of things. So I really hope you saw the last week's video. It was about the gluten-free flour, and especially the plantain flour, which is a novelty, and I found it really interesting and I wanted to share it with you guys. I think it's a really nice product and, well, as I said, interesting. So it's good to know all the novelties that appear in this field as well, to keep yourself updated, of course. But today I want to share some things with you about sugar and about the coconut sugar especially. This is a novelty to us in Europe, but it was used for thousands of years in Asia, in South Asia and Southeast Asia, especially in Indonesia, Thailand and Philippines. I think all of you know that the refined sugar is really bad for your health for so many reasons, which I don't want to discuss today. It gives also sugar dependency, which is quite bad, because it acts like any kind of dependency you would have, like cigarette dependency or alcohol or anything like that, which is not good. And it's bad for many reasons, and it gives many benefits if you quit eating sugar. So that is why we should look for some healthy substitutes for the refined sugar, of course. One of them that I particularly like because of its taste and how you can use it in cakes is the coconut sugar, as I mentioned. I use it quite a lot, but it's my personal preference. If you want to use any other type of substitutes, you are free to use it. This is just a suggestion and just a new product on the market that you should definitely know about. So I use it quite a lot. I like it. It has a little caramel taste. I love caramel, so it perfectly fits in my diet. I used it for tiramisu to make the cream. I used it for cheesecake, and with everything, in my opinion, had a better taste as it would have with refined sugar. It gave that caramel taste, so it had a very, very, very nice flavor. That you use to obtain it is a very simple one, so it permits the preservation of all the nutrients, vitamins and minerals that your body will need. The nectar is extracted, boiled and after that granulated, so it doesn't have any chemical additions. As I said, it's a very, very simple process to obtain this kind of sugar. During boiling, the water is evaporated, so it results a very thick syrup. So the product has low fructose. It has between 40 to 45%, which is very important to know. Many products like honey or agave syrup have a very big amount of fructose. Fructose is only metabolized by the liver. So if you ingest a big quantity of fructose, it will turn into fat. Which is not really good for you, of course, because nobody wants to get fat. Everybody wants to have a slim and athletic body, of course, and it's not healthy in the same time. So that is one of the reasons why you shouldn't eat too much. So you always need to use the moderation in consuming products that have a big amount of fructose in them. So this has a low towards medium percentage of fructose, which is good as well. It has a low glycemic, which is also very important to know, especially for people who have diabetes. So let me tell you a little bit about the glycemic index. What does it mean? This is one of the concepts used to see what is the possibility of an ingredient to make the level of the sugar in the blood to increase faster or slower. So this index is used to calculate how fast will an ingredient make your sugar in the blood increase and how fast. It can be really, really fast or slower during the time. So for example, glycemic index below 50 is considered small. A glycemic index between 51 and 69 it's considered medium. A glycemic index over 70 is considered big. So it has the possibility to raise the sugar in the blood really, really fast. And that's going to make you feel sick, unfortunately. If it has a low glycemic index, it will make the sugar in the blood go up lower or faster, slower. So if it has a low glycemic index, it will make the sugar in the blood grow slower. So that will be better for your body, of course. So the coconut sugar has a glycemic index of 35, so it's considered small towards medium. And it has, of course, a possibility to increase the blood in the sugar in a slower way. Sugar, for example, the refined sugar has 68, so it's quite big. It's very much towards big. So it will grow the sugar in the blood way faster. For example, xylitol has 12, which is low. So the conclusion out of this is that anything that you would consume, either if it's the coconut sugar, either if it's another substitute for the sugar, even if it's sugar itself, if you choose to consume it, the key to everything is moderation. So what I would suggest you to do, you should ask your nutritionist or your doctor or anybody that would have knowledge, specialized knowledge on the subject, especially if you have problems related to diabetes or related to the glycemia in the blood. You should ask your specialist. So consult with that person and see if it's possible for you to eat this coconut sugar. And for everything in your life, I really think the moderation is key, because like anything, if you eat too many products that contain sugar or substitutes sugar, will not give you any kind of benefit. So you need to have a balanced diet, of course, with everything that you can think about, any healthy products that you can include in it. So also related to this, very important is moderation and not to consume the coconut sugar too much. As I said, it's very important to ask your doctor if you suffer from diabetes, metabolic diseases, digestive diseases, or renal or anything related to the liver, for example. Then they can tell you in which quantity and in which combination you can consume this kind of sugar or any other substitute for sugar, for example. So as I said, if it has a big amount of fructose in it, it will be transformed quickly in fat by the liver. So the conclusion from this is that you shouldn't consume a big quantity of this fructose or a big quantity of products that contain a big amount of fructose in them. Fruits, for example, don't have a big amount of fructose in them, so they're very healthy for you. The good thing with coconut sugar is that it contains nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, which are very suitable for the body and are very useful. Yeah, and how do you substitute it? I think that's a very important thing that you need to know. So, for example, if a traditional recipe asks for 200 grams of sugar, of refined sugar, you will substitute that in proportion of 1:1. So, you will need 200 grams of coconut sugar as well. If you want your cakes not to be so sweet, you can cut out a bit of that amount, which I usually do because I don't like my products to be very, very sweet. But there are people that like cakes to be sweeter, and that's very good as well. So you can even add a little bit more coconut sugar if you think you want it more sweet. Nothing wrong with it. But the general rule is that you have 1:1 proportion. So, as I said, 200 grams of refined sugar, you put 200 grams of coconut sugar. Really, really easy, nothing hard about it. As I said in the beginning, it's my personal preference. It's a product that I like to work with and I like the taste of it. I work with other substitutes for sugar as well, stevia, xylitol, and many more. This is one of my favorites, so I use it quite often in many things. I will show you what I'm using at this moment. I like it because it has a good proportion between the quality and the price. It has a good price for what it offers and the quantity that it contains. It's not a commercial, I'm not promoting it, it's just to show you an example of what you can use and what I'm using, but you are free to use whatever you feel like, whatever you find in the store or whatever you find online or whatever it is that you prefer. It's easy to find also in stores, so yeah, it's an uncomplicated version and solution. So I'm using this one, it's called cocoa sugar. If you can see, it has 454 grams. It says on it organic granulated coconut flower blossom nectar, as I was telling you. It's non-GMO, so it's not obtained from a genetically modified product. It's low glycemic, as I said. It has a glycemic index of 35, so it's low towards medium. Medium starting from 51. It's pure, unrefined. It's original, so that doesn't have any flavors added. It's part of a non-GMO project, so it's verified against that. USDA organic, certified organic by Control Union certification. What else? As I said, it's an organic coconut sugar made only from pure organic coconut flower blossom nectar without any additives, which is also very important to know. Low glycemic, so it means slow releasing energy, means a healthier body and more stable insulin level, so it's not gonna spike it very, very fast and it's not gonna make you feel bad. Pure and unrefined, yeah. It has a slight hint of caramel. It has a very nice flavor, which enhances and accentuates the smooth flavor curve. It depends very much on what you prefer. I love caramel, as I said, so for me it's perfect. 1-to-1 replacement to cane sugar, and it's sustainable. What else would you want to know? It has 376 kilocalories on 100 grams, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 94 carbs, my bad, 0 fibers and 0 proteins. You need to deposit it in a dry and cold place, so it's not very hard to deposit it. And it's produced in Indonesia, and then it's imported in different other countries. It's granulated, almost as a powder, if you can see it there. Yeah, it's very easy to use, and especially for me, I love it very, very much. So it was an easy choice to work with. So hopefully you will try it. If you think it's a good option for you, we'll try the coconut sugar. I really hope this information was really useful to you. And yeah, if you're interested in the gluten-free flour and especially in the plantain flour, you can watch the first episode from this series. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. You can write an email at info@ralucanegra.com. You can follow me on Facebook, it's Raluca Negra, or on Instagram, Andrea Raluca Negra. Yeah, or on YouTube. It's very easy to get in contact with me if you have any kind of questions on this subject. I also built a community on Facebook where you can freely discuss all these kind of subjects, see recipes, advices, or anything that you would need related to this subject. Yeah, for the rest, I wish you a very, very nice week, a very productive week, and yeah, hopefully with nice weather, even if the winter is coming pretty soon and pretty fast. So, have a nice day and see you the next time. Bye!